Hariprasad ji, go ahead.
Mahodaya, you said something I didn't catch. You said something about we have Christianity, we have other religions. Then you said we have ocean. I didn't catch that.
What was said there was, from one side, one religion is pushing us. From the other side, the other religion is pushing us. And in India, this is triangular, right? So two sides are there, and you keep pushing. Then what happens? Tamil Nadu is in the tip. So finally, you end up in the ocean. So ocean is all that is there, like that he was saying.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Market share, market share, right?
No.
Market. Everybody wants market share. Conversion, etc. Rapidly go. So that's
okay.
very much.
Dhanyawada.
Yeah. Yeah, Premaji, go ahead.
Guruji, I'm going back to what you said about animal sacrifice, the rituals, and that they were we also have certain rituals that are like being kosher, or that animals are prayed for, and with the least amount of pain. You mentioned that the energy was introduced to the animals to be sacrificed, and yet to prevent them from feeling pain, and you used a name for it. I would like a little more explanation of that.
Right. So it's called Purodasham. Purodasham. Purodaasham. Purodasham. So what we'll do is we'll have a separate session on this, because I'm actually studying it. Swamiji has sent me some literature. So I want to study it. There is things there. And so the idea there is what? See, the question that comes to us is, how can a society that says ahimsa paramo dharma recommend sacrificing animals in any ritual? Right? That's the conflict. That's a conflict. How is it possible? How is this combination is an unholy combination? And so that question comes. And so we will look into that in more detail. And so this Purodasha is there. And let me study it better. And then I'll come back to you on that. We'll talk about it in another satsang. Okay?
Thank you, Guruji. Yes.
Yeah. Because there's so much to study. The other day also, Swamiji was teasing me. No, I sent Jaykumar about all these things. He has not gotten back to me. Like that, he said jokingly. That means he sent the notes for me to study and summarize, and I have not come to that. The pending, the to-do list is there. Anyway, thanks very much.
I had one more, Guruji. You said the prarthana related to Ishvara. Prarthana is usually to Ishvara only, isn't it? Are there other prarthanas?
Right. No, it's the same thing. Prarthana. What I meant is, if there is nothing I can do, satsanga, there's no opportunity. Because people in my house will not allow me to leave. Suppose somebody says that. Where is the question of satsanga? I can't even see a sannyasi, leave alone. Go and spend 2 hours there. We are all in different situations. Then I'm saying, do what you're doing right now. If you have time for puja, then puja relating to Ishvara. That's what I meant in that way. So that puja room becomes my ashram. Swami becomes my guru. Sri Rama, Devi, Kamakshi, she becomes my guru. Because I may not have an opportunity to do Shravanam. So many things, anything is possible. So fortunately, we have that. Nobody can stop me from praying. Hopefully, I mean, that's the idea then. Good. So what we'll do is, okay. So what we'll do is we'll start with chapter 18. Next class. Next class, I invited because 18th being a summary. I thought it will be a good opportunity for some new people to join the class. So we don't know how many will join, etc. But there may be some new faces also, and so we'll continue our study with the 18th chapter. And because if there are new people, then I may say things slightly differently. So to based on who is attending and if they are all basic, and occasionally I'll highlight some basics. So don't be surprised by that. Yeah.
Guruji, you said abstract is upakrama, summary is?
Upasamharaha. उपक्रमोपसंहारो अभ्यासो पूर्वता फलम अर्थवादोपपत्ति च लिंगम तात्पर्य निर्णये. There is a shloka. You allow me to keep talking like this, then. So if that talks about lingam tatparya nirane, what? Okay, then I give you a text. I give you a text like this. Okay, Bhagavad Gita. I give you. Tell me what the Bhagavad Gita talks about. If somebody says, and you are new to this, it's all you can read everything. It's a book, or any book for that matter. An author has written a book. Somebody has written a book. What is this book all about? If you want to know, then Tatparya Nirnaye. In order for us to ascertain what the book talks about, there is a process to go through. Simply reading the first page of the book is not enough. That first page of the book is called Upakrama. No preface, etc. There must be an introduction, whatever. Some abstract must be there. So that is Upakrama. Then you have to look at the conclusion. Upakrama is here. Okay, I'll put the direction is different. Upakrama, then Upasamhara. Summary. There must be some consonance between the two. If the author is really written it properly, there must be consonance. He can't say, okay, now what happens? Then there is stuff. Upakramopasamharo abhyasaha. There are certain themes that will be constantly repeated. Important themes will be repeated. The repetition is called abhyasaha. Abhyasaha. Upakramopasamharo abhyaso purvata phalam. Apurvata. There must be something new. Something new means simply saying what everybody knows is of no use. And so Apurvata must be there. So for us, Vedanta is Apurva because we've been in Karma Kanda. So Jnana Kanda is new. So Apurvata must be there. Then Phalam, Prayojan must be there. The author must have clearly listed what is the use. Why should I read his book? That must be clear. It should come out clearly as I keep reading it. I keep reading the book. Maybe 300 pages, let's say. That phalam must keep coming. Yes. Yeah, correct. That's right. That's right. So you keep going up. So apurvata phalam arthavadopapatti cha. Very interesting. Arthavada means praise, stuti. There must be praise of that topic, that subject matter. People must have praised. Others must have said this is an important topic. That's why they have authors. They what they do is in the back page. If you look, oh, David Frawley said this, Rajiv Malhotra said this, and then some other author, this Sanjeev Sanyal said this. Like this, they will put it so that if they have said this book is good, the book must be really good. Correct? They may not have said it is good. They may say things like the author spent a lot of time analyzing the problem. Like that, they will say, and then maybe he's wasting a lot of time. That they won't say. It's selectively said. But anyway, it doesn't matter. If somebody took the time, because for somebody to comment on the book, I used to wonder always, should they read the book? Suppose I wrote a 500-page book and I give it to Vaidyanathan, R. Vaidyanathan, because he's a research scholar. I know him. And Vaidya, just I want you to say a few words about this. How can he say a few words unless he reads the entire book? So he must know enough to leaf through it and pick the essence without reading 500 pages. Or do they have to read 500 pages? No, they'll just leaf through it. Like we do in WhatsApp. Long message, you just first line, then fifth line, and then third paragraph, and then last line. If it is really interesting, only you will go through the minutiae. Anyway, abhyaso pratha phalam. Arthavadaha is praised upapatti. Upapatti means logic. There must be some, it should challenge your mind because the whole thing must be filled with some logic. It is not wishy-washy and just mushy and all that. It should be solid, and solidity is provided by that upapatti. So, arthavadopapatti cha lingam tatparya nirnaye. These 6 things are the lingam indicators of the tatparyam, the final purport of the text. Like that, there is a thing. So, upakrama means opening statement, and upasamhara means summary or conclusion. Yeah.
I think when a person is talking about a subject, when he is invited, also maybe these things are very important, right?
Yeah, you have to keep that in mind. You have to keep it. It's good to keep these things in mind. Did the person understand what I said? I have to repeat. Maybe I have to repeat certain things. Yes. Some important things the person is not acknowledging. Person is not acknowledging means maybe the person didn't understand. Repeat it. Communication. It is good in communication also. Communication skills. Did you understand what I say? Communication. So all these companies struggle with this problem. They believe their employees are not good at communication. Constantly they're talking about communication. But once you refine it, then you understand how important communication is. And writing. Do I really have to write this? An email or a WhatsApp message. Do I really have to write it? First question. Then, if the answer is yes to that, then only the rest of the things follow. Am I communicating? Is it verbose? Can I make it briefer? Did I communicate? Did I use the words properly? Are there any words which are going to be misconstrued? What I used to do when this email came up, those days email was new, and then people used to send willy-nilly emails. Then I read some emails that I had sent some time ago, 1 year ago. I said, what? Is this the email I sent? It's so shameful. And then I used to, so shameful it is. And if that person were to read the email now, I don't know what it is. And so then I used to say, how do I prevent this? Then what I'll do is I'll send the email to myself first. If I have to send it to somebody like Swapna or somebody, I'll send it to myself. And then wait for a day. Don't read it now. You wait for a day, give some time and then read it. And then if does it read the way you want it to read, if the answer is yes, then send it. Otherwise, make changes now. That's a good trick to follow. If the important communications, you just write it and then leave it. Don't send it. Leave it and then put it in draft mode and then see your draft later. And then you'll find that you'll be redrafting it. They're all tricks, techniques we use. All right. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraya Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trilokyanathaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.